Hello there. Welcome or welcome back. It's been such a beautiful morning that I thought I must come out and film a video I haven't done for I think 10 days. And it's been quite an intense 10 days. So this is it. The last day of the year, so it's kind of a recap of the year. I spent most of this year with you guys, starting with these videos that I started uploading every day, and this has been the biggest break because I was with my parents, I was with my brother celebrating, and I had quite a few deep chats, especially with my brother, and we talked about like celibacy or abstaining from, bodily kind of like sexual release, and it was interesting to share this kind of these things with my brother, because I think that, talking about semen retention, I think I'm on day 20, and in these days that I haven't talked with you, I had some difficulties where I was like, right, I'm going back to the old ways of thinking. And it's been a hell of a transformation with you guys, because I was thinking, what can I talk about and what am I not supposed to talk about on the YouTube channel? And recently all my attention has been on semen retention and abstaining from porn, masturbation, orgasm, and it's literally it's changing my whole perspective on people, on men, on women, on what I'm consuming in terms of the internet and how I'm spending my free time. And another thing that came up was art, creativity. That thing has been in my mind recently quite a lot, because and I'm crying again, it's quite cold outside, so when I'm abstaining from like watching pornography and releasing and emptying yourself out and focusing on things that are not so like soul elevating, then I want to create more. I want to put more attention on the human, the self, the soul, spirit, the higher things, and everything else starts to be like not as important, like shallow things seem like you don't even want to talk about it or put attention to it. You just want to be focusing on something that's higher. Like, for example, yesterday I had another exhibition opening where I had one painting, and I was looking at it, and as usual, I'm like, I don't like looking at my own work. But people started to kind of gather around the work and looking at it, and I saw a few women looking at it, and I had a chat with one of them afterwards. And the way I described my work, because we had to describe our work, I was like, well, this is about, this and this, and just kind of shallow things. I just kind of like put myself down a little bit and, kind of like show the work as just as a piece of paper with some paint on it. But this woman was like, yeah, she said, I think that this work is a lot more than what you said that it was. It's a lot deeper than you said that it was. And I was like, great. Like, some people see it, because I don't want to tell people how deep it is, because I don't know how deep it is. I don't know how deep people see into it, Like, I don't know what people see in my work, So when people talk like big about their own work, I'm like, I don't see a point in that, because if I was like talking about it, then I wouldn't need to paint it, And it's kind of similar with life. Like, you gotta live life, but you have to kind of abstain from certain experiences that that aren't good for you, that leave you deflated, that leave you empty, that leave you feeling sorry for yourself and guilty and experiencing bad emotions. Like, one thing I've noticed with semen retention is I don't stay in a negative state of mind for too long. Like, even when my parents were here, I was like getting into these mood swings. Like, I always get these mood swings when my parents are around. Like, I kind of turn into a little kid, and I expressed it to my mom. She was like, I stopped being a little child when your grandfather, her father, passed away, She said that, and I was like, she's like, I still feel like a little kid around my mother, her mother, my grandmother. And I was like, maybe it's just normal, Maybe like I'm stopping myself from experiencing certain things because I feel like ashamed. I feel like you're not supposed to feel like this. You're not supposed to be a certain way, And I think that we're all supposed to feel everything. I swear I'm not getting emotional over this shit. I'm not crying because I'm getting emotional. It's just cold outside. I would be crying from both eyes. Yeah, and this is kind of like nice topics to talk about. Like, trust me, like, this is not easy to talk about for me, like, and open myself up. Like, it took me a year to open myself up about my issues, like real deep issues, and I feel like you guys are helping me a lot. So I'm really grateful to you for watching this, for listening to what I have to say, and tuning in and commenting and reflecting. This is like a reflection channel, where we all can sort of gather and speak about what we want to speak about. And maybe I'll inspire you guys to open up one day, start your own channel, and talk about your own issues, because what's the point if you can't be honest? So yeah, I experienced some difficulties recently. I'm still on the day 20 of semen retention, but I started doing exercises every day. I set a goal for myself to do 100 push-ups every day. I saw this guy on YouTube who said to himself that he'll do 100 push-ups every day, and he was quite chubby, big guy. And after 200 days, he's looking good, seriously turning whole posture is different, and his belly is not there anymore. It's like shoulders are wider, and yeah, the whole upper body looks a bit more tough, you know. And I was thinking, like, I want that, you know, like why am I not able to do that like I am? So for a man to retain, to hold yourself away from certain thoughts, it took me 20 days and I'm like already more confident talking to women. I'm not thinking about sex, I'm actually thinking about other things, and I'm like more into the real life than just fantasy world, you know. Like I'm more flexible as well. Like I want to be more of a human being, you know. I want to do things properly. I want to be good at my work, even if my work doesn't take a lot of energy, but I'm just want to be productive, you know. And it's only day 20, so I wonder how it will be after another 20 days. So my recommendation for a man who's releasing their sexual energy, their creative energy, is to try to stop and see what happens. See how your body changes, how your mind changes. It's the same thing, body and mind, really. Because when you don't put sex and pleasure at the top of your food chain, you feel like you're more in control of yourself. You feel like you're more genuine. You feel like you can conquer more things. You feel like you can sacrifice yourself for a bigger purpose. And as I said, I'm still in the beginning of my journey. So maybe I'll be even able to find somebody that's right for me as a partner, who would also not put pleasure at the top of the food chain, you know. So this is the end of the year, last day of the year, and I'm wishing you guys all the best this coming year. Hope that you will fulfill your dreams. Hope that you will remember that development starts from within, and make little changes, you know, little improvements. Like, you don't need to improve instantly. It's little steps, baby steps. Like, for me, talking about my issues with you guys has been like life-changing, because like every time I talk about something that's a bit more out there, like a bit more opening up, a bit more honest, like I think about the videos that I do and I'm like cringing sometimes. I'm like, why did you have to say that? Why did you have to talk about that? Like, no one cares about that. But you don't know, like, people might care about it. People might see themselves in you, you know. People might find it very useful, and you don't know what good you can bring to the world once you start becoming a better go stand on the sunlight for a bit. I'm wishing you to open up more, to be more delicate, fragile, to be more I don't know if fragile and delicate are the right words, but to be more vulnerable. Because when you become vulnerable, you're able to really open up, you know. And if somebody is judging you for how you are when you're vulnerable, then they're not the right people to be around with. So don't judge the book by its cover. I know people say that a lot, but the right people will find you, and the right people will really care for you. Doesn't matter what the circumstances are. You will see that, you will notice that, you will witness that, because that shit is real. But you have to improve yourself. It's like God finds you in your perhaps weakest moments, and perhaps your weakest moments are your strongest moments. You know, think with your right head. Think with your head that's on your shoulders. Really be yourself, you know. And I'm infinitely grateful to all of you. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, morning, evening, nighttime. And may God put blessings upon your soul. I love you guys. Wishing you all the best. And peace. Such a beautiful sunlight.